Hello and welcome. Today we are playing against NHA, and I think we have a decent matchup because he has got the Crossmantis name, and he also has Thunderous. And I think Groudon is pretty good this week. We are using a special Groudon with a light. We are always going to try to Dynamax this one. If not, we are Dynamaxing Moltres. I think this week is gonna be around 50-50 to... essentially, it's going to depend if we win or lose. Will depend on what he decides to do in the first or second game, because we have only 3 things we can do really. We can go with the defensive mode first and then go with the offensive Dynamax late game. We can go offensive Dynamax first with either Moltres, Heliolisk, or Morgan Groudon. And I think Macarona is always going to be pretty good here. And NHA just told me he was searching. We are also searching. So let's try to see if we can find it. I'll also just say good luck as well, because if I don't say it, we'll bring that luck. I kinda want to win this week, because if we win, we will be number 1 for sure. If we lose, we have to win next week in order to be number 1. No Thunders. That's probably good for us. Cresselia is not that great, you see. But because there's no Thunders, I think Moltres will be strong. Next to probably something like Heliolisk. Moltres, right? Moltres. What honestly encounters Moltres? Moltres. I've been feeling a little off yesterday because I got the COVID vaccine, and it's just a little bit tiring how I feel. I think we should just go with this and this. I think we should go with this and this and then this. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. We're both tired up here, and at this moment I'm not 100% sure what to do or say. But I think we left correctly here. Because in this case, I think we always must float, and I think we always eat the wave. Yeah, I think that is the correct way. Take out Corona. Ooh, we got the burn on the Tweki. That's always welcome. And we nasty. And I don't think we are getting rid of something this turn yet, because we don't want to give him a free switch in. So what we will do this turn is Nasty Plot again. And Heat Wave. Because I think the Moltres is safe to go for another Nasty. And he should be very reckless if he just switches in his Trick-Room Sweeper right now in front of plus 2 Moltres. Ice Beam, Weakness Policy activation. Moltres is going to be at plus 6 probably. Drain into Moltres. He's not worried about Volcarona. So as long as we keep Volcarona around to Rage Powder, I think we should be okay. But nevertheless, we go for Struggle Bus and the Fiery Route, probably. Now we go for Protect and Protect. That's not the worst thing that can happen. Ideally, we would have protected with the Moltres and then Struggle back with Volcarona. Because that way we get rid of the Thwacky and the Cresselia is not exerting offensive pressure. So let's see how many turns of Trick Room we get. We got 2 turns of Trick Room, we're at plus 6. So I think now it's actually just time to deal damage because we got the Focus Sash back with the Volcarona. Grassy Glide into Volcarona. And Ice Beam into... No. I agree with that play. Because if he breaks the Sash, he's going to be in a better position next turn. I wonder if we get the Backward Focus Sash now. That would be nice. Ooh, we barely. Just by a little bit. We don't. But we got to Protect next turn. We got to Protect next turn. That's good. Because why don't we just Protect and Struggle back? Because I don't see counterplay to this. Especially because we got Embryon in the back. Yeah, I think that is always and Struggle back. If he takes double KO this turn, things might get more interesting. Maybe I should have protected the Volcarona. Because now Moltres is pretty useless next turn. Ancient Power into the Moltres. That's an interesting type of play, and now we're gonna lose heavily. That's crit. Yes, like that's not that great to see. I think it's important to get rid of the Heatran, or just to... I think it's good if we can yawn the Togekiss, because if we can get one yawn off on the Togekiss, I think we are going to be fine. But I could have made the more safe play last turn, sadly. I don't see people using Lemberry Togekiss, do I? Because it's crit kiss, it should have scope length or critical lock. And the Moltres. That is okay with me. If he gets stunned on Heatran, it's a little bit worse for it. But we wasted 2 of their Dynamax turns, so I think it's not the end of the world. Okay. It's not done. That makes me a little bit more happy. Because I think Groudon late game can win this now. And I really don't want to reveal Special Groudon yet. I think this turn we max Quake. Because this is the turn where you can absolutely not use. Follow me, and then we will Snarl. Just in case 50% crit doesn't happen. It might be valuable. Protect would have been safe in hindsight. But I think he also might want to protect the Heatran. And Groudon is pretty bulky. Powerful into the Embryon, right? Yes. That's okay. We do a lot of damage. Shuka Berry Heatran. I hope we take him down. Because we're still Life Orb. Next turn is guaranteed turn of Sleep. For the Togekiss. And he's going out of Dynamax. So hopefully we can OHKO this, or at least let it do it KO. I think a Max Flare is still stronger than Max Lightning. Because Senesaw, 75 plus 150 is 225. And this is 260. It's more powerful than... Let's try this. You might think we ran Thunderbolt. Next lightning. That's a strong one. So we are 1-0 at the moment. It was kind of close though, because at the beginning it seemed like it was gonna be Motor Sweep, but I think him breaking the focus sash on Ocarina was really good play. Because that is basically what got him back into the game. He did not bring Necrozma Discamate. Togekiss is the only one that can beat Moltres. But nevertheless, I think the same lead is still the best one. Just because if he does not crit, which is 50% of the time, he doesn't get to do anything. I think we bring the same. Because that way we can punish him if he doesn't have offensive presence in his lead. We can punish him with a Nasty Blow. And in order to have offensive presence, you need to Dynamax. And we can stall it out and go for late game Dynamax strategies. Sorry, I'm a little bit more nervous for this one because this one is an important game for me. If I win, if we win, we get to be the first. Resalia Hydra, we can defeat this. With Struggle Bug. And the Nasty Plot probably, right? Yeah, Struggle Bug and Nasty Plot is always what we will do. Okay. I think that was a good call. We get Struggle Bug on Cresselia. Nasty Plot is good. So I think I want to be sure to get rid of some more Dynamax turns. So I think I want to get rid of some more Trick Room turns before we Dynamax. So I think this turn what we do is we Struggle Bug and Fiery Rock. Ancient Power into Ocarina. That is a good play. We got the Focus Edge. And Ice Beam into Ocarina too, right? Yeah. That's a good decision by him. We got rid of Cresselia, but Heatran hangs on. That's a critical hit on Heatran. So now we always go into Umbreon. Seems like Togekiss is faster than the Moltres we are using. if we get the Necrozma Duskmane in here, I think that would be pretty good for us actually. Because as long as it is not a weakness policy self-proc either end, we can bombard the Necrozma. Because on what we do this turn is gonna decide the battle. So this is a really important turn. Yeah, I think we don't want to take the risk of proccing the Necrozma weakness policy before it attacks. But we do want to hit it with the Moltres. And hopefully we can get rid of Heatran. This way, that would be really nice. I really don't want to see Bulldoze Heatran here. That would be really surprising. And not nice for us. That would be the worst thing that can happen. Maybe I should have max guarded last turn. But then we would be... That would only postpone the inevitable. By one turn, so it's... hopefully this works out. Lovely. Please get rid of Heatran. Oh my god. Okay, it's max play. It's max play. We left that pretty comfortably. But we know we are the slowest thing in Trick Room now. With the Umbreon, so that's very good. He's gonna lift this. If it's a weakness policy, we can take it down with a foul play. So that's would be good for us. Yeah. So I think what we do is we always just foul play into the Necrozma slot. Because we should take any attack from Heatran, right? Yeah, I think we should. How many things after? We got 2. If it was 1, we just protected the Moltres, but we're not protecting the Moltres. This is what we always do. Withdraws Heatran. He's probably gonna switch it. Okay. Good play. But this leaves us free to protect next turn. And go for... this leaves... So next turn we can protect the Moltres. And then we can fire your up into the Necrozma. Because I think we Dynamix at the same time. We are one Pokemon. We are down one Pokemon. We want to put this to sleep. And we want to put that. Yeah, that is always the good play. Because Heatran is basically nothing. Not gonna be much left of Heatran. Follow me. We yawn this one. And he's gonna Rockfall into the Moltres. Yeah. That was really predictable. But it's the only play he got left at this point. So I respect that. He's at a -1. Oh no, he's at neutral special defense now. I think what we will do is we yawn. First, we just snarl at this point. Or we just pop it. And then we fire it up. You're already saying GG, but I'm not sure if we won yet, to be honest, because still anything can happen, right? So that's my personal opinion. Don't see say GG too early. Because if he survives this one, he always wins. Well, not always, because I want to show special Groudon still. I want to click Eruption, but I don't think we got the chance to. Oh, Malters, you're so strong. I really like that I pick a Malters in free agency. I really like the, what's it called? The Spectrier. But the Malters is just one of the Pokemons that can beat an entire team. So I'm really happy with that one. Okay, let's get the kill on Groudon with the. Let's take a kill with Thunderbolt the Groudon and protect the Moltres. Because it's gonna be so funny when he sees the Thunderbolt coming out of a Groudon if he is gonna let us finish it. I'll say GG too, because I think at this point we can safely say it. So. I'll say well played too, because actually you played well. Yeah. Just Moltres matchup is not that great when you don't bring Thundurus, so yeah, that's the only remark I got. If I play flawlessly, I always should win. So I think that's what we did as well. So GG's.